Alright YouTube, so Jump Festa has came and gone, and we did not receive a new trailer for Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is not entirely surprising. Something we talked about recently in one of our videos where we're talking about the Jump Festa event. Somebody on Reddit had actually pointed out how they weren't really marketing the trailer that was going to be shown there. Like normally, like with the Game Awards, they tweeted out about it, right? They were saying, hey, new trailer at the Game Awards. They let us know that it was a new trailer and kind of what it's about. It was a cloud-specific trailer, but they weren't doing anything like that with the Jump Festa trailer, which led some people to believe that it was just going to be an old trailer we already seen, and that's what it was. And honestly, I'm not even sure which trailer it was, but I know reading online that it was a trailer we've already seen before, and there wasn't even anything new in it. No new scenes, no new dialogue, nothing. Like, as much as I want a brand new, like, full regular trailer similar to, like, E3 or Tokyo Game Show, I would have been fine with another trailer similar to the Game Awards, where it was a lot of the old scenes, but then there's some new scenes sprinkled in there and a lot of new dialogue. That'd have been fine, too. Better than nothing, obviously. The biggest disappointment here, of course, is that no new trailer means no Red XIII reveal. And I'm not really sure why they're holding out so long on this. Don't get me wrong, Red XIII is a popular character. Pretty much all the characters from FF7 are popular. And he might be some people's favorite character, but he's not as big as, like, the Tifa reveal we got at E3, right? Like, that's a much bigger reveal. He's probably one of my favorite characters from Final Fantasy VII, though I don't really use him in, like, current modern playthroughs. When I was a kid, you know, I was a young boy. I'd never used female characters in any game at all. My team was always Cloud, Barret, and Red XIII. Every time I played the game. Nobody else. So I absolutely do have a fondness for the character, but again, we've already seen all the other major characters from Final Fantasy VII Remake, like the characters that should be a part of this story, so I don't know why they're holding out so long for showing us Red XIII. It's just kind of strange. I'm wondering why. I don't mean to sound like a downer, like I'm upset or anything, because I'm really not. I was already bracing for Jump Festa to not give us a new trailer, though I was obviously hopeful. I was obviously looking forward to a new trailer, but I was already bracing for the possibility of there not being a new trailer there. Now, normally this would actually be a video where I'm like complaining or bitching about this, but we've honestly received so much footage for this game over the past like 6 to 7 months, and we're so close to the game coming out that I'm not that upset that we're not getting new things. As a content creator on YouTube, it does suck when we have those dry spells where they're not really giving us anything to talk about, because there's only so many discussion videos we can make, or like, you know, speculation videos, things like that. There's only so many of those out there that we could do, so it is nice whenever they release stuff. We've been getting a lot of screenshots and images lately, like consistently on like Twitter and other social medias and things like that, so that's at least something to talk about, but a trailer is obviously better. But also as a fan of Final Fantasy VII and the remake, not even just as a content creator, I like to see new things from this game. I know a lot of people out there don't want things spoiled, and that's fair, that's fine, but I want to see as much as I possibly can. Maybe not necessarily a bunch of new stuff, the things that are going to be surprises, but just anything that we would have seen in the original game, the modern version of that. Like Wall Market, for example, it's something I'm going to use every time. An example, we've seen just the most minor look at Wall Market, obviously in the background of that trailer, of the TGS trailer, and there wasn't even really a look at it, because it's just vaguely in the background. Like, I want to see, you know, some clips or whatever of Cloud just walking around Wall Market. What does it look like now? That's something I'm very much looking forward to. But we're currently in a world where we've seen Sephiroth an insane amount of times for Final Fantasy VII Remake, and logically, if we're comparing it to the original game, we shouldn't be seeing him at all. I'm okay with him being in the game, but with the original game, we never seen him in Midgar. We've seen Sephiroth an insane amount of times. We've yet to even see Red XIII. Now, there are other gaming events, obviously, in the coming months. I know there's some PAX events sometime next year prior to the game actually coming out, and there's probably some Japanese events as well. I don't know any of those, but I'm not going to hype up any events anyways, because, like, we did that with Jump Fest a little bit, and it was kind of a letdown, right? But that was at least based on the fact that we knew there was going to be a trailer there. It wasn't just speculation. If the game's going to be at any upcoming events, I'm sure they'll announce it ahead of time, and if they're kind of hyping it up or talking about it, posting it on social media, there's a good chance that means there's a new trailer attached to that. I've also seen some people speculate that because we got this Cloud-specific trailer right here in the background, that maybe they do other character trailers. So you could do like a Barret-specific trailer, Tifa, Aerith, and then maybe even Red XIII, and that's how we get the reveal of him. Which would honestly be cool, because at this point, anything that's a Red XIII dedicated trailer would be full of all brand new scenes, because we've yet to even see him, or anything relating to him. Other than the Shinra building, I guess. And there's actually a handful of characters that we still haven't seen. We still haven't seen Rufus, we haven't seen Reeve, we haven't seen Palmer, Scarlet, who we talked about recently, and of course Hojo, who in the story is related to Red XIII, because he's the one that captured him. Speaking of Hojo, something that was commented on my video recently that I didn't even consider is when you come across Red XIII for the first time in Final Fantasy VII, Hojo has him and Aerith trapped in a chamber together, and he's trying to get them to breed. We're talking full-on bestiality. Is this something that they're going to keep when it comes to the remake? But one rather interesting thing that did come out of this weekend is we actually got to see safer Sephiroth in Dissidia, which is kind of cool, similar to Final Fantasy XIV with Ruby Weapon and Ultimate Weapon. It gives you a slight, vague idea of what he might look like when it comes to the remake. And admittedly, he doesn't look anywhere near as cool as he does in Final Fantasy VII, but if I did play Dissidia, I would definitely be using him. Anyways, that's the video, my dudes. Let me know your thoughts. Are you content with the info and the gameplay and things that we've received so far, or are you wanting more? As I said before, I do like the stuff that we've seen so far. I do want to see some more new stuff if we can get that. And I also want that Red 13 reveal. You got to wonder, at a certain point, if they keep holding off and never showing Red 13, is he actually going to be a part of this game? I don't know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and want to stay up to date with more Final Fantasy VII Remake content. Turn on my notifications. Follow me on Twitter at @TheDashingDavid. I'm a Discord. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys.
Give me forever for a while, give me forever for a while. Quit acting like a baby, or at least let's